Where do you think of when you hear the word unexplored lands? Mars, the Moon, or some unknown planet outside our solar system? Did you know that there are actually places on our planet Earth that have not been explored by mankind? Even with our advanced civilization, there are still places unknown to mankind. In this issue, I would like to introduce 4 places on Earth that have not been explored by humans. The first one is North Sentinel Island. This unexplored land of mankind is located in India. North Sentinel Island belongs to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, an Indian territory located 808 miles, 1,300 kilometers, southeast of mainland India, and about 18.6 miles, 30 kilometers, west of South Andaman Island. Mostly densely forested and surrounded by coral reefs, the island covers an area of about 23 square miles, 60 square kilometers. This area is about 1/5 the size of Philadelphia. Why is the seemingly ordinary North Sentinel Island unexplored? The reason lies in the indigenous Sentinelese people who live on North Sentinel Island. The Sentinelese refuse to have anything to do with the outside world, so much so that in November 2018, an American missionary was murdered after he evaded maritime security to come ashore to preach Christianity. Why do they refuse to engage with the outside world? The exact reason is not known, but there was an incident in the 19th century when the British government abducted several Sentinelese, and it is said that this incident triggered their aggression toward the outside world. The Sentinelese people are said to have lived around North Sentinel Island for tens of thousands of years, and it is believed that their ancestors interacted with the outside world. The India government, which currently has jurisdiction over North Sentinel Island, has a policy of non-interference unless there is a serious natural disaster or disease outbreak, out of respect for the Sentinelese people who do not seek interference from modern civilization. Because Sentinels are not immune to many diseases, the virus must be prevented from entering the island, and the government has declared a no-go zone within a 3.1 mile, 5 kilometer, radius of North Sentinel Island, making it illegal to enter the island. The government also monitors and guards the island from afar. Here is what we know about the mysterious Sentinelese people. There are believed to be between 50 and 400 Sentinelese people living on North Sentinel Island. The Sentinelese are native speakers of Sentinelese, but no one understands the language due to a lack of connection. The Sentinelese are said to be the last Stone Age humans on Earth, and it is known that they have metalworking skills from the weapons they used. Incidentally, humans have had contact with Sentinelese people before. That was in January and February 1991, when the National Institute of Anthropology in India attempted contact. At first, the Sentinelese were very aggressive, but when we gave them coconuts, they welcomed us with open arms. The second is Kankar Punsam. This unexplored land is located in Bhutan. Kankar Punsam is a mountain located on the border between northern Bhutan and Tibet. At 24,836 feet, 7,570 meters, above sea level, it is Bhutan's highest peak and mountain yet climbed by man. Why is Kankar Punsam unexplored by mankind? It is because climbing Kankar Punsam has long been prohibited as it is considered against local religious beliefs. Let us delve into the reasons for the ban based on the history of Kankar Punsam. Kankar Punsam has long been a sacred site of religious importance, and climbing the mountain has been prohibited. However, the ban on climbing Kankar Punsam was lifted in 1983, following Bhutan's accession to the United Nations in 1971 and its participation in the international community. So, between 1985 and 1986, 4 climbing teams, including one from the United Kingdom, attempted to climb the mountain for the first time. However, all 4 teams failed to reach the summit. The reason for this is that climbing Kankar Punsam had been banned and there was no accurate information available. Although Kankar Punsam was first measured in 1922, the first climbing party could not even find the mountain because maps were not accurate and the mountain was marked at a completely different height in a different location. In addition, Kankar Punsam's remote location in the Himalayas, with its harsh weather conditions and climbing environment, contributed to the failure of the ascent. In 1994, 11 years after the ban on mountaineering was lifted, the Bhutanese government banned, in principle, climbing of all mountains above 19,685 feet, 6,000 meters, on the grounds that it was against the promotion of religion in the region. At that time, however, climbers could climb the mountain if they could obtain permission to do so from the government. In fact, in 1998, a Japanese mountaineering party attempted to climb the mountain after receiving permission to do so. However, the permit was eventually revoked due to political problems in Bhutan. In 2003, the Bhutanese government completely banned all types of mountaineering, and Kankar Punsam became an unexplored site. The third is the Javari Valley. This unexplored land of mankind is located in Brazil. The Javari Valley is located in the Amazon in northwestern Brazil. Why is the Javari Valley an unexplored site? The reason is that the Javari Valley is a vast expanse of Amazon rainforest that is so dense that it has not been developed at all. The area of the Javari Valley is approximately 32,818 square miles, 85,000 square kilometers, which is larger than the size of Austria. It is easy to imagine how difficult it would be to develop the entire area, which is more than the size of a country, because it is covered with tropical rainforest. In addition, the Brazilian government has designated the Javari Valley as an indigenous area and restricts development, making the Javari Valley the largest indigenous area in Brazil. Because of the development restrictions, there are no man-made structures such as roads or utility poles in the area, making it an undeveloped area with virtually no infrastructure. For this reason, no research has been conducted in the Javari Valley, and there is no information on the terrain inside the valley. It is believed to be home to many unknown tribes and creatures. According to Brazilian government agencies, there are at least an estimated 16 tribes and thousands of indigenous people. Incidentally, the indigenous people living in the Javari Valley are not hostile to outsiders like the Sentinel tribe introduced in the first section. However, the Brazilian government has established a policy to protect the indigenous people in order to prevent the spread of pathogens to which they are not immune. Therefore, the law prevents the development of the Amazon backcountry, including the Javari Valley. The Amazon, including the Javari Valley, is home to many dangerous creatures such as jaguars, anacondas, crocodiles, and sharks, which would not be easy to survey even if there were no law. The last is the ocean floor. This unexplored land of mankind extends over the entire planet. The seabed? You might think. Did you know that 80% of the Earth's seafloor is unexplored? In other words, there may be organisms and microorganisms in the 80% of the seafloor that mankind has not yet discovered. There may be a tremendous amount of natural resources buried there, and there may be areas where undersea people and mermaids live. So why is it that 80% of the seafloor has never been explored by humans? The reason is the technical difficulty of seafloor research and the enormous costs associated with it. The atmospheric pressure we are normally exposed to on land is 1 atmosphere above sea level. However, the pressure at 36,033 feet, 10,983 meters, below the surface, the deepest point of the Challenger Abyss in the Mariana Trench, the deepest trench in the world, is about 1,000 times higher than that, at 1,086 atmospheres. The pressure at which humans can operate normally is believed to be 50 atmospheres, so submersibles that can withstand this pressure are needed to survey the seafloor. However, the development and operation of submersibles require high cost and advanced technology. The reason why 80% of the seafloor is unexplored but the deepest part is known, is because the Challenger Abyss is determined to be the deepest part based on data on the distribution of gravity on the Earth. The world's seafloors are a vast expanse of unknown worlds, but I wonder if the time will come when technology will progress, and surveys of the world's seafloors will be conducted so that we humans will be able to visit them with ease. How about you? When you hear of a place that has never been explored by mankind, you are filled with dreams and romance, aren't you? I would love to be the first person to visit one of these places. Let us know in the comments section what you know about unexplored places. Thank you for watching.